So, Google announced their Pixel 6a, which will be available to pre-order July 21st and picked up on July 28th. I'm pretty excited about it. So, what do you say? Let's just get into it. Now, before we get into the 6a, let me take you back in time 7 months ago when Google came out with the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. Now, I did pick this up when it launched, my first Android phone, had some experiences with it, dug this phone, drop a card if you want to check that out. This was a new design by Google with the single visor across the top, which I like this design. I think this is a really, really cool design. And the main thing is the new Tensor Chip. Google went in-house like Apple with their A series of chips. They've started producing their own chip, the Tensor Chip. They're bringing the Tensor Chip to the Pixel 6a, along with this cool looking design with the visor across the top. Now, what does that mean with the Tensor Chip? You will get night sight, true tone, magic eraser, which was one of the killer features I felt in the Pixel 6 line of phones. Take a picture, you want to take something out, you circle it, boom, gone. And live translate. You can have a conversation with someone in a different language. Just mind-blowing. Google, they're coming out with some stuff. You know, at the end of that little media thing that they did, they had like a one more thing, and it was, I guess, a newer version, of better looking version of Google glasses that look like normal glasses. It had the live translate happening in the glasses. It was intense. It was cool. I can't wait. I'm here for it. Now, during the event, they didn't give much information as far as specs. You know, they just talked more about, it having the Tensor Chip. However, Marques Brownlee, he got the specs information. Now, let's remember that this is the 6A, which is more of a budget mid-tier phone. So, there was some things that had to change compared to the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. The Pixel 6 is a 6.4-inch display. Pixel 6 Pro is a 6.7-inch display with a quad HD LTPO display. Pixel 6 Pro had 120 hertz, and the Pixel 6 had 90 hertz. The Pixel 6a will have a 1080p display at 60 hertz with a GOLED display. 6.2 inches in for the display, and which is still a good size. I mean, the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro, those are just 6.1. Another caveat, cost-cutting feature that they had to do was the camera sensors. They're not going to have the same camera sensors as the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. They're still going to have your regular lens and your ultra-wide, but they are going to use the lenses from like the Pixel 4 series. Now, even though these are older lenses and sensors, you have to remember the Pixels have always taken great shots, great photos. It's not so much about the sensors, it's about the magic behind the sensors, the processing. Google has always been good at processing really good, nice images. Now, you take these sensors, put it in with that powerful Tensor chip, I think we're going to have some bang-up images off of this Pixel 6a. Now, Marques did mention that it's going to have 128 gigs of storage, 6 gigs of RAM, and it's also going to have the in-display fingerprint reader. And the Pixel 6a will come in 3 color choices. It'll have 18-watt charging. There was no mention of wireless charging. I don't believe there's going to be wireless charging, cost-saving measures and all. But what was really interesting was the battery size, which is to be 4,400 milliamp hours. Now, when you have a battery that size, and I'm thinking, 1080p display, 60 hertz, you know, I think the battery is going to be a banger on this. With the, you know, big boy phones, the top tier phones with the 120 hertz and, you know, the OLED displays. Now a lot of them do the LTPO, you know, to adjust the hertz. It still drains the battery. The higher the hertz, the more it's going to hurt your battery. Bet you never heard that before. Woof. With all these specs and the price. Oh, the price. You guys are probably wondering what the price is. Ace, what's the price? $449. I was like, wow. I mean, the iPhone SE is $399, and that's a 4.7 inch LCD display. They still make LCD displays. Yeah, they're on the SEs. But as far as Android phones go, for $450, personally, I think that whatever category, budget, mid-range, what have you, this Pixel 6a is going to be phone of the year. Kids, if you like this video, drop me a like, and hey, while you're at it, why don't you just, you know, sub to the channel for more and hit that bell notification so you know when the latest and greatest comes out. YouTube, as always, be safe, be kind, peace and love.